We got our first transgender governor because Caitlyn Jenner does have popularity. Gavin Newsom is not popular. She has name recognition. She's not poor. And on top of that, Gavin Newsom is facing a recall because there was this local conservative group who got these signatures. I mean, got a crap ton of signatures. I think it was like over 100,000. Like something just out of this world. That many people want Gavin Newsom gone because of some of the hypocrisy, you know. He's telling you to go and stay inside when he's allowed to go out to birthday parties and all kind of other local events with no mask on. He's telling you to sacrifice. Meanwhile, he ain't sacrificing. He has damn mansions. He's telling you to cut your resources. When I guarantee you, if you were to once again walk into one of his mansions, bruh, Exhibit would be proud because everything is pimped the fuck out in that motherfucker. Guaranteed you. Listen. Gavin Newsom doesn't even use cheap toilet paper to wipe his ass. Gavin Newsom doesn't even use cheap toilet paper to wipe his ass. Okay? Don't get it twisted. See, and people see shit like this because when people's businesses shut down, when they lose their jobs, when they lose their homes, when they can't pay their bills, when they can't afford food, when they can't afford health care, when they are still being abused by LAPD and the LA Sheriff's Department with their fucking police gangs, when they're still being shit on in terms of being a local business owner, in terms of being overtaxed, when their gun rights are being shit on left and right, when, once again, your police are just violating people's constitutional rights left and right. Gavin Newsom, you got a goddamn problem, and you ain't fixed none of that shit. None of it. That's why you're going to be facing a recall election. And that's why Caitlyn Jenner is going to whoop your ass. And you're seeing this now. You're seeing Matthew McConaughey in damn Texas, and he's giving Greg Abbott a run for his damn money. So, again, these damn celebrities are coming out. I mean, I'm very interested to see what Oprah and Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, I want to see what he does. I want to see what the Undertaker does, because I've heard that the Undertaker, the freaking wrestler, might run for freaking politics. Seriously. Will Smith. I mean, this stuff is happening. It's real. If I told you a decade ago that Caitlyn Jenner was going to run for California governor and have a serious shot at winning, you would laugh in my damn face. I would. Jenner, a 71-year-old Republican, said she has filed paperwork to run for the office. Californians want better and need better from their politicians, she wrote on Twitter. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Taking on entrenched Sacramento politicians and their special interests that fund them requires a fighter who isn't afraid to do what is right. I am a proven winner and the only outsider who can put an end to Gavin Newsom's disastrous time as governor. Ooh. Listen, say what you want. I haven't seen her policy proposals, and I will say her because Caitlyn Jenner. Doesn't matter how you feel about it. If the person wants to be referred to as a woman or as their name, refer to them, you should just out of respect, do that. You don't have to, but to be respectful, you should do that. But back to the main story here. It doesn't really matter if I see the policy proposals or not. Seeing just that statement, where's the freaking lie? Caitlyn Jenner is a proven winner, super rich, Olympic gold medalist, is an outsider. Gavin Newsom's time as governor has been pretty disastrous. There's a lot of special interest groups in freaking Sacramento. There are a whole lot of entrenched politicians. I mean, if I'm just reading the statement on face value, there's no lies there. There's no lies there. Jenner criticized Newsom's handling of the coronavirus pandemic, which has been unpopular with many in the state. Yeah, it's been unpopular. I remember this one crazy video where this one business, this food or restaurant type of business was being shut down, and they weren't allowed to have outdoor dining, even though they could actually socially distance and actually require face masks when you actually leave your particular table and just do the actual distancing for the actual outside eating with the tables. And this lady was crying in this particular video. But right across the street, you had a TV production that was allowed to continue, even though it was much of the same setup. I mean, you're talking about a restaurant that's serving food. Food is what people need to survive. They've got to eat. People have to drink. So that was a restaurant establishment because they do serve food there. And you're basically shutting them down. You're basically punishing them. But allowing a TV production in which I don't need to physically survive, but I do need food. You're allowing that to actually continue, and she caught it on camera. Stuff like that. I mean, I get it. If you are a local business owner in any part of California, if you are a business owner in Cali, period, I can get why you may hate Gavin Newsom. Because he's not reducing taxes. This man has done nothing but raise taxes, and the people who bear the brunt of that are the small business owners. Because the big mega corporations and freaking Silicon Valley, they have tax loopholes. They have accountants. They have accountants on accountants on accountants on accountants, and tax experts on tax experts, and lawyers on lawyers on lawyers, who can help them find these freaking loopholes. So that's what's happening to the small business. They're being destroyed right now. And I love that Caitlyn Jenner goes right into that before I even read the very next part. Small businesses have been devastated because of the over-restrictive lockdown. An entire generation of children have lost a year of education and have been prevented from going back to school, participating in activities, or socializing with their friends, she wrote. That is, you can't argue with that. That she's hitting it right on the head. I mean, those are the main issues that people in California are complaining about. Small businesses have been screaming at Gavin Newsom. They've been screaming at him. Listen, we can operate safely, but don't kill our businesses, man. Don't destroy our fucking lives here. And you have children who were out of school, do distance learning, do something though. But for the longest time, before they were doing distance learning, kids were just out of school. Just out of school. You have children, right? You have children already in this country, believe it or not, who can't read and write by the time they are a damn teenager. I've seen it. And you pull this shit? Kids just want to go outside and play and have fun. They can wear a mask. But you've had psycho cops there shutting down damn playgrounds. You've treated your citizens like they are prisoners. Because of your high taxation, you're working for a small fraction of your wages as compared to what you could possibly make. Then you're working to pay those taxes, because if you don't, you're homeless. You live in a pretty much a damn police state because the LAPD is out of their goddamn minds. And LA Sheriff's Department don't even get me goddamn started. It's just like living in a state that's a fucking prison. It might as well be a damn prison. It might as well be. So I get why any business owner feels like Gavin Newsom is a goddamn tyrant, and why they're giving someone like Caitlyn Jenner a chance. And I would be honored. You know, say what you want, call it a freaking Republican. I better not hear anyone bitch about it, because I want the first transgender governor. I do. Because there are some Democrat governors who are actually good. Gavin Newsom is not one of them. Just like Andrew Cuomo. Let's keep it a buck. And if we get our first transgender in office, it doesn't matter if it's a Democrat or Republican. Let's just get one in there. That would be amazing if Caitlyn Jenner is the one that kicks out Gavin Newsom. That would be freaking amazing. Because everything that I'm reading so far sounds exactly like what I've been hearing people from California say. And she's not some hardcore right winger. She's actually a more moderate one. She's more of a Arnold Schwarzenegger type, you know? Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was a Republican, you know, and he still is, but he's not exactly Marjorie Taylor Greene or Josh Hawley or Matt Gaetz. He's not that kind of Republican, you know. So I like the fact that Caitlyn Jenner wants to come into the fray, and even though I'm pretty sure I won't agree with a lot of her politics, that doesn't matter. I want the first transgender governor. We have a first transgender person who's in office. I think it was Rachel Levine. You know, got our first one there. We need a governor. Getting, you know, the first woman of color as a vice president, first transgender in federal office, in actually heading a freaking department, and then our first transgender governor. Wouldn't that be amazing to all happen in the same year? Wouldn't that be incredible to happen in the same year? Same year. That's called progress. So, Caitlyn Jenner, Godspeed. And Gavin Newsom, please, I need your sorry ass out of office yesterday.